Hello guys, welcome to Google Tech. If today is your first time, please don't forget to hit on the subscribe button and the notification icon below. So as you can see me, I'm between two beautiful ladies. We'll be talking about open source, how you can contribute to open source. So we'll be talking a little bit about GitHub. So we'll be talking more of open source. Can you please introduce yourself from my right?
Hi, my name is Afi, and I'm an open source contributor. I contribute to OSM, which is OpenStreetMaps, Wikimedia, Wikipedia, and also Python Ghana, PyLadies, Django Girls, Wheels Girls, and other communities. Thank you.
That's a whole lot, Afi. I don't even know what to say anymore. But yeah, my name is Ruth, and I'm from Nigeria, and I'm an open source program manager and a community lead at the Chaos Project, and I'm also a GitHub staff.
So my first question is, how can one contribute to open source?
With open source, there's so many ways to contribute. It could be technical or non-technical. I'm sure Ruth will also highlight on those things. So basically, the number one step is to read and find out more about the project, what they seek to achieve, what they are like working on, right? So you could check out the project, also sign up as a volunteer, as a contributor, or you could even reach out to the people who maintain a project, right? So there are various ways of getting involved. Oh, and there are also local communities that you could join in order to be part of a certain open source community. So that's what I'll say.
What do you mean by technical and non-technical?
Okay, so usually when people like hear open source, it's usually like it's all code. I have to be a developer. If I don't know Python or if I don't know this programming language, I can't contribute. So like Afi said, they're like you can contribute both technically and non-technically. And technically in the sense that you could build project as a developer or contribute to the existing software. Then on the non-technical aspect, you could participate in the community by helping others, onboarding. It could be documentation because definitely software needs documentation. It could be writing documentation. It could be handling social media.
Yeah.
It could be handling events, programs. There are a whole lot of volunteers that made PyCon Ghana possible. So it could be that it's your focus to, so there are different ways. You just have to bring in your skill set open source. So that's what it means to either contribute technically or non-technically.
Okay. So what are the benefits I will gain as a contributor to open source?
Interesting question.
So many, like it's so many, but I'm going to give a generic answer. So certain projects are based on like supporting or improving upon like humanitarian lives or like human beings in general. Some also help people get together or work towards a common like purpose, right? So there are so many benefits, but to you as an example, right? Like you as a person, you could either contribute to help like maintain or improve upon an existing code base or software. You could also contribute to sort of help people, right, in terms of like certain crises. So for example, open street maps, where the benefits are plenty, you feel really self-fulfilled. Sometimes you're also given certain grants. You also get certain swags if you're a GitHub star like Ruth. Like there are so many opportunities. There are so many like endless opportunities. So you just have to get started and reach out to people.
Would you like to talk about some of them?
So she said there are also paid opportunities as well. There are internships that pay you some certain amount of dollars depending on the internship to contribute to open source. And there are also careers in open source, like people that are paid full-time jobs to work on open source. And there's the interesting part with the swag aspect. The conference, I think in the past 2 days, I've gotten like a lot of swag, stickers, bags, and a whole lot of other things. So yeah, there are also like swags. Open source people are very free-minded. They love giving a lot of things, so you get to get a lot of swags, and while you contribute and improve your own life as a developer or a non-technical person.
Thank you very much. Can you share some of your social or groups that people can join to be part of those?
Okay, so for me, as I said, Open Street Maps Ghana, right? So that one you can sign up as like a contributor on the humanitarian Open Street Map team, like website, right? So you could also join local communities. There's also Wikimedia, Wikipedia. They're all local communities as in Ghana. With Wikimedia, Wikipedia, Wikidata, all of them, you could just get onto their website and sign up, right? As a user or a contributor. Yeah.
Can you give us some of the communities in Nigeria?
Okay, I wanted to say I wanted to start with Python, the Python community in Ghana, but since you said in Nigeria, so there's the Chaos Project. So Chaos, CHAOSS is an acronym. So there's a Chaos Project. There's Open Source Community Africa, which also has like a whole lot of other chapters across Africa, even in Nigeria as well. And yeah, so those are examples of the communities you could participate in. And you could also do a random Google search, open source communities that are available, and you can pick the one that interests you, or even search on GitHub to find open source communities that are specific to programming languages that you write.
Your last
Yeah.
words for our audience.
So one other open source community I forgot to mention was the Jenkins project, right? So yeah, Jenkins was one of the other communities I contributed to this year. So you could contribute to the Jenkins pipeline help syntax. You could reach out. Their mentors are so awesome, like trust me. And so yeah, my last words will be give everything your best. Don't be scared and reach out for help.
What about
Yeah, I think mine it's similar to Afizo, but just get started. That's
Yeah.
just it. That's the only way to experience all these other things we have talked about. So just try to give it a try or a start.
Yeah.
So yeah.
your social media handles?
Twitter, Afi, AFI underscore MAAME, Afi Mame, and what else? LinkedIn, Abigail Afi Badago. So,
Okay, for me, Twitter at Ikegah Ruth, IKEGAH, then Ruth together. LinkedIn Ruth Ikegah. So yeah.
Thank you very much, guys.
you're
This has been another
welcome.
Yeah.
amazing episode.
Bye.
Thank you.
Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. It's